Welcome to our Honorable Minister Eugene Verita, Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sports. Good morning to the press that's present this morning, and also to my fellow Lions, my president and my other board members and committee members. Good morning and welcome this morning that we're here to launch the official project, the signature project for the ice screening project with the students from the primary school. It's long and awaited, and we are happy to be able to finally get this project off the ground and start with the preparation and everything for execution.
This is Martin Lions Club has embarked on a project where we'll be testing 3,417 primary school children, their eyesight. Those that need glasses will receive glasses free from us. This is a project in collaboration with the Ministry of Health. We also the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports, VOSH, and some other partners. And we have collaborated together to come and put this entire project together. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to the minister to let her say her few words, because she has a lot of information about the project already, and I'll let her start with that, and then I'll take over with the specifics of the project. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Woods, and thanking the entire board, and especially, of course, the new president of the Lions to be in your midst and even be on the president's chair. It's a real honor. So, and I've been familiar with the Lions initiatives for quite some years, also in my previous capacity that I had, and my original healthcare background makes it double the interest now that I'm, of course, also Minister of Education with, indeed, the health affinity, so to speak. I'm very happy that, indeed, you have been able to resume and secure the continuity of this project. It is dearly needed. So therefore definitely would like to share some words of encouragement and emphasis on the partnership that we have in this, besides from the fact that, of course, we have two representatives of the ministry having extracurricular activities, emphasizing how deeply they care about youth and education, and therefore how that has blended in these type of projects. So indeed, once more, therefore also to the press, good morning. I am happy to be indeed in the midst, even during the heated parliamentary debates and consultations. I wouldn't want to miss this moment, because of course I would like to commend the St. Martin Lions Club, especially of course the president, new president, Mr. Busby, for their consistent efforts in caring and providing for our local school children. Programs such as this provide a critical service to our school children who may not be able to afford or have adequate access to eye screenings to get the glasses they need to read a board, to read books, to study math, and to fully participate in their classes. And often these students are then likely to fall behind, and that can sometimes indeed frustrate themselves. It can frustrate their teachers, it can frustrate their parents, as it is sometimes very difficult to understand what causes indeed, maybe a sudden change in their performance. And we are a performance-based society. In a study commissioned by faculty members of the UCLA Schools of Medicine and Public Health in numerous focus groups with students, parents and teachers, researchers repeatedly heard about how students' classroom performance improved once they were provided with glasses. They approached their schoolwork with more confidence and had more success. And if indeed an objective, fully scientific research proves such, that emphasizes the importance of partnering and encouraging these type of projects. So we are very, very grateful, especially now during these times where we have these challenges, indeed, with parents sometimes being left uninsured or underinsured, or having to make co-payments towards these type of services, such as glasses or prescription glasses, and that might be sometimes too challenging under the current circumstances. Now, one student summed it up: "When I didn't have glasses, I had bad grades, and my mom and dad weren't happy," he said. Parents reported, therefore, a huge sense of relief as they said they could now understand their kids' previous academic struggles better and why their children had been anxious about school in certain periods and days in their schooling. And therefore, in our post-Irma reality, with lessened income, as I mentioned before, or the loss of a job, altogether, many parents now face tough choices of critical needs versus what may be sometimes considered as a luxury. Maybe not considered by this team as Lions as a luxury, but if you are if you believe in, for instance, Maslow theory, it can easily be seen as a luxury, as there are other primary needs maybe related to food and housing that can be on your top priority list first. So this is indeed a sad reality that we are in, and in our recovery phase, these programs therefore are God sent. I would like to then reiterate and thank the Lions Club of St. Martin, the immediate past president, Mr. David Woods, also the Ministry of Health, VSA, the ministry, and my colleagues and former colleagues of the Ministry of Education, and I now understand that you pronounce it as VOSH, the Volunteer Optometric Services to Humanity, yes, for all efforts made to give the gift of enhanced sight for our children. As this sight project is funded about 80% by donations and fundraisings over the past year, and through donations from various sponsors on island or abroad, I would especially like to highlight the generosity of our community, the regional partners in which the Lions Club also collaborates with, and encourage all to continue to give to this and other worthwhile initiatives from the service clubs on our island. I hope have been able to make this contribution and indeed share my feelings and my opinion and my partnership and efforts. I know that we will finish all the preparatory work. We will contribute in our way with indeed the provisions of school bus transportation and organizational elements to ensure that logistics are in place, because Mr. Woods indeed emphasized that it's about 3,000 plus students, which is quite a number, and that will have to then indeed be ensured through excellent logistics to minimize, of course, outage of school, especially considering the circumstances of our minimal days that we had last year already, and the backlog that has created and for which we have to make up.
Tell them, connecting you.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
I would like to ask the persons that was instrumental in making sure that I got this award to please stand, because everybody that know me would know I am not, my work is not about receiving an award. I do things from my heart, and I am a great defender of the workers. So please, young ladies that insisted, Corinne, Miss Sylvie Rollins, yes, and Roxana, this is my board, together with Travis. I already had another person as a candidate, and in our meeting, Melissa, are you there? These people just rose up and decided it is time you receive this award. This is your time. We need you to receive this award, etc., etc. It is just a fact that the Windward Islands Teachers Union is going to be 45 years in June, and I am going to be almost 25 years as president, and that is why these cute people decide I need to get an award. But trust me, I'll take the award and I'll hang it for them. Thank you so much for being there in my back. I would like a little from protocol. I would like to invite Maria Hunt a minute to say 2 words, and I hope you all can, some of you can join us in the march and that you have an enjoyable day. Now Maria, as she makes her way up, I can tell you this is like a decade of us being comadre. I served in her wedding, and I'm the godmother of her daughter, Mariska, lovely daughter. And just imagine, this would be remiss if I don't give her the mic to say a few things.
From the time, good protocol started, right? Good day to everybody here today. It's an honor for me to see this happen. When I met this young lady, she was 12 years old. Am I right? She was 12 years old, and they gave me the task at a time where I was working to train her. Right? To train her administration in bookkeeping. And this young lady come slim, pretty girl, so you finished already? She said, yes, I'm finished. And I know how you're going to work here. This is Joe. She's going to work with me. I have to train her in no time. You see this young lady here? This lady here now? She learned everything in 2 months' time. Very few people have that, because in the future, I had other people after she left, but it wasn't like Claire. Claire was always a bright person, and also a person. I want you all to know that take chances. Like how Oprah said, if you don't take chances in the world, you can't reach where you want to go. You have to take chances. And when she told me that after her first salary, she said, Maria, you go stay with that. Are you going for it? She went to Curaçao at the age of what, 17? 16. Not knowing where she was going, you know. This one I have to tell everybody. Not knowing where she was going. And when she reached down there, there were some problems. But we looked all between the midst of everything. All of a sudden, her mother get arthritis, she get arthritis, and she could have moved into school. There's a Maculata, you remember that? Maria Maculata right away, and she stayed at the house. What that name? Eligibility. And from then, she used to go out on vacation. I said, Claire, you are a bold woman, you know. Because women do those things. But she and Patsy, the late Patsy, they stand up for the labor. And that's why I'm disappointed to see labor. Labor is celebrated it's very important, it's very crucial to us. Because we lose days and we have to get free. But not anymore. Labor should be a day, when it's labor the 1st of May, it should be day for all day. Not for other things. Because people die for labor. I don't know. I know. People die for labor. Get labor day free. And now, we put in Carnival instead of counting. I'm sorry to offend anybody, but I'm telling you, labor was not easy. People died for Carnival. No. Labor, sorry. I'm so upset because, to see her finally recognize her as who she is today. A woman of substance. A woman that when she don't do nothing, God is up to something. This is something I really ask to speak to you all, for you to understand. I want to congratulate Mr. Ray on the friend side too, that talk about how we people from Mr. Martin and things. We take things for a time, but after a while, you see the difference.
Tell them, connecting you.
People all across St. Martin are switching to a more rewarding experience. The WIB MasterCard Fun Miles credit card, better known as My Card. Earn 1 Fun Mile for every $2 spent, even abroad and online. This will quickly get you a ton of Fun Miles to redeem for travel, shopping, food, fuel, and much more. But there's more to My Card. Worldwide acceptance, an EMV chip for extra security, and 250 free Fun Miles with first use. Switch to My Card today at WIB.
Fun miles, fun within your reach.
The ongoing group that are tracking mosquito breeding site, I mentioned ongoing. It will be ongoing. It will not just for a period.
That's correct. The monitoring and control of mosquito breeding sites was a program already prior to Irma. Based on the impact of Irma, those activities have been escalated, intensified. We've hired, as I said, especially with the help of UNDP. So we've hired people who are unemployed, trained them to help us with inspections and making recommendations and controlling. So we have intensified the actions of the ministry to prevent mosquito breeding sites, and that will continue for the foreseeable future based on the fact that there's still so much debris around, and the fact, as I indicated in my presentation, that there's all indications are that the mosquito population is larger than it should be, and it's again an indication that community and government need to be more proactive.
On that same basis, can you speak to the people of St. Martin, because there are some people, residents, may not want people to enter their premises. Is it by law they should cooperate?
I think it's always an individual's right to privacy. Again, I think that's part of the training that, the representative from the ministry is not coming to issue fines or sanctions. They're simply there to help. So, in general, we haven't found resistance. It's more the fact that when we go to a house that there's nobody there. So, and I would like to stress, if we're going to be successful about dealing with vectors of mosquitoes, the ministry simply doesn't have the resources, and people need to do it on their own as well. For example, I don't have the report with me, but when you look at some of the most common places, they're finding that they have containers where they're catching water from the roof, of course, and they're not covering them with a mosquito mesh. Or when they have plants, they have a saucer underneath that's collecting water. All of these, you need something just the size of a bottle cap with water to become a mosquito breeding site. So very often, the community is the one that needs to be proactive in helping us to deal with it. In the end, it's their health and the health of their neighbors.
Be traveling to Trinidad for training in the field of construction. Who are the students? How many male and how many female?
Stephen, this has been updated this week. As of course those that registered as for a future participant made some choices and some dropped out. The most recent number that I received is that it's on the level of 8. While we had 2 female students, it's unfortunate that they indeed have reconsidered and decided to not join the training. So it's all male. They are scheduled to leave, as I mentioned, early May. I will be informed further this week of how the further logistics and the travel arrangements will be made. So then I can inform you further. This is really a recent decision that was made last week, and I didn't get a chance to be informed further by Study Financing to indeed details. And I've mentioned some of the areas for some of the students' interest. It's a 6-month course, but unfortunately, as I had hoped for, all male. That's very unfortunate. And I haven't been informed about the reasons why indeed the 2 female candidates decided to withdraw. Do you have names? I don't think it's prudent to present names at this stage. I believe that I would first be allowed to do so and consult with the students at hand whether they would like to have their names in the newspaper. So I'd rather not do that. But I'm sure that they're very happy and are forced and choose and excited to now finally have the opportunity to participate in this training.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
people, I got to thank them too, because from time to time they supply us with drinks and even food and snacks. And Ferdy is here. Ferdy, I think you're the leader of this group, right?
No, I'm just here, man. I'm here with my uncle, my mother, friends, family, but we love it. Every year we change color teams, and we just want to tell people, come down for St. Martin Carnival, enjoy it.
On this very same spot?
At this very same spot.
But do you live on St. Martin?
No, I don't.
But you're here every year Carnival?
Yeah, every year Carnival.
And when immigration see you coming through, they just tell you, go ahead.
They tell me go ahead. That's it.
Okay. Claudette Pedro, she's here. Claudette Pedro Clark. But she's there with us every year, right here. Claudette, Carnival 2018, what do you think it's going to be like?
Boy, the best thing is that we out here celebrating. You understand? So I hope everybody is having a fun like you are every year.
Yeah, we have it every year. We have fun here.
Of course, the food is there, you know, at galore. Everything is here. The drinks, as you can see, my cup being decorated.
Wow.
Ay, ay, ay.
You guys really take Carnival serious.
Oh yes, man, we love it. We love it.
So
You're right.
I lie?
No, you're right.
I'm right, my face so ugly. You can't fix me up and make me look good? No. Too much work.
Born like that.
I need plastic surgery.
Yes.
You ready for Carnival?
Yes.
Yeah. Every year you're here with the group looking and preparing for Carnival. Anything different about this year?
Not really. Not really. Oh yes, this year we are lime green.
You're lime green?
Yeah, the color.
Why you chose that color?
Not me. Ferdinand did.
Ferdinand chose it?
Yes.
You think it has anything to do with politics? Nah. Good afternoon, how are you doing? You like, there's a costume or there's a police uniform?
It's a police uniform, still in a.
It's a police uniform?
Yeah, up to now.
I thought you were playing mass. No.
Don't tempt me.
Don't tempt you. Let me just ask you one question. I know safety is the number one thing that the police look out for.
Number one.
Has that been a challenge this year?
I'm just back from a training, but that has been a challenge this year. But this time, after most of the parades, it's mostly no issue.
No issue?
No issue during the parades.
No. I saw, well, the parades, no, but let's say like the jump ups, and even in the village, we had a couple of scrabbles. I don't call them fight. I call them a diss